Hello guys, so let's in this tutorial turn our attention to some minor details, and also we will make the teeth and the eyes. What I mean by making the eyes is to make the iris of the eye or the retina, or yeah, to make this colorful thing, and we will make it by making a little bulge in the eye, because that's how it is in the real world, and that's how we will get this little highlight that will make our eye pop up and make our character a little more lively. And probably we will put some material into the eye, but let's not just talk, let's just act. So let me see the nose first. I want to just squeeze it a little bit just to see how it goes. Maybe like this. No, I didn't squeeze it, yeah. So yeah. Okay, these are the eyes, and they're probably a little bit too big, in my opinion. They're too big. Let me see. Okay, let's make the angle here, angle of view 2830. It will be better, yes. This will be the angle that we will view our head from up close, especially. From the distance, yeah, it's also not bad. Without perspective it looks a little bit strange, a little bit alien-like. With perspective it's cool. So, let's go to the eyes and make them a little bit smaller probably. The eyeballs. One eyeball should fit into the head from side to side. I think it was, let me think. So the eye itself, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And the eyeball is around 7 times, I think. Because the eyeball, the diameter of the eyeball is a little smaller than the eye itself, because the eye has this thing here, and it's making it bigger, wider. At least that's how it looks. So maybe this much it will be good. Let's see it now. Looks a little bit better. Let's put our lower eyelids a little bit back and top eyelids a little bit front. That's right. So the thing is that the eyelids are pretty thick. They are not super thin, and one of the most common mistakes when making eyes, sculpting especially, is people are making the eyelids very thin. You have to make them thick. Even in CG, so in computer graphics, you have to make the eyelids extra thicker, so they could make a shadow. If I press render, it's BPR render, the shadow from the upper eyelid should fall into the eye, and it makes more natural render, or natural looking face, for example. So let's see it from below. Not bad. Not super bad. Let me see it from the side view again. It doesn't look super cool. So I'm just fixing it a little bit. Okay. So the bottom of the eyelid, the bottom eyelid, shouldn't be too pronounced, although it should go like this, like inside, and then go like this. You know, it's cool to have that. I'm not convinced yet. The most wider part of the face, except for the ears, is Probably this should be this one here. The cheek. But the cheek in this area, not cheek here. Okay. And then let's go to the eyes. And let's try to make them. So I will mask an area that I think it will be good for to be eye. And I'm opening eyes in my next monitor. I have a second monitor, of course, and I'm opening some woman eyes, and I'm looking at them and see what an eye should look like. And our eye is not exactly perfect, but it will do. Probably it will do. It's not bad. In my opinion, it's not bad. We should fit it a little bit like this inside here. Yeah, so. Yeah, at last, eyeball. Okay. Let's fit this thing here. Okay, let me see. Maybe it should be bigger. Yes, probably. That's about the size that it should be. So what we'll do is bulge it. How? Just with the move brush a little bit bigger and press Alt and move a little bit. When you press Alt and use the move brush, you will move the polygons according to the size of the brush to the normal of the polygons themselves. So it's useful. That will be enough for me. And then I'll press Ctrl D, of course, to subdivide one time, then smooth a bit. We don't need it to be that bulge, so I will smooth it here. Let's see it. Okay, so now we want the whole eye to have this kind of a color which is not white. White color is not good. Probably some kind of this color will be more appropriate for the eye. Let's fill the object. When our RGB is active, we can fill object even when Z-add is active also. It's not a problem. It's not a big issue. So this is our eye. We can rotate it if we want in order to make it look at a certain direction, but for now let's just make the inner part here from color. Probably this kind of color will do. Yeah, let's try this. But if we try now, we'll see that Z-add is confronting us, and also we are on the move brush. We can go to standard brush and get off of Z-add and just press RGB. That's one option, and then we can draw. The other option is to have this alpha brush like in the tutorial, and then we can just draw. Whatever fits for you, it's the same. We just have to not forget when we're done, if we're using the standard brush, just to return to Z-add, because we'll need this brush for other purposes. Probably. So this is the eyes. We can put a black thing inside, but first I want to make something a little bit like this. Yeah, just a little bit brighter color in the middle, and this darker color will remain in the sides, but this color should be more discolorful. I don't want the eyes to be that colorful. Yes, and then we can go ahead and make subdivide again, and then make some little colorful things, because the eyes are filled with these things. That's cool to have them. And you have to remember that the eye itself, this colorful part of the eye, is a little concave, not too much. It's a little concave inside the lens. The lens itself is like this, but the eye inside is a little concave. So when the light is falling from above, this concave will have, let me see, I will dial down the RGB intensity and just go ahead and darken this area a little bit, because it's a little bit in the shadow, and then I will lighten this area a little bit, and maybe I will just draw with some lighter color here in this part. Let me go with the RGB intensity a little bit more. So the bottom part should be a little bit brighter than the top part. RGB intensity. Just put some darker colors here and there for good measure. And you can see that the eye is starting to take shape. We'll get exactly black color and just put in the middle for the retina or iris, or I'm not sure which is iris, which is retina. So let's just say that this is the retina now, and all of the other things is the iris. Let's go with the white color because our skin gets a little bit strange. So now the eyes looks a little bit strange, which is pretty normal. We'll fix that. Let's just make them from this side, they should be a little bit like this. So not too much. And because we have now our lower subdivision, it's easier to move things without affecting the geometry too much. I mean, without squashing it or making it wrinkle or something. Yeah, it's very cool. So let's go like this. Okay. And then, let me see. We can make this black circle inside a little bit bigger. And don't worry that our head is going to be, oops, with alpha, going to become black. It's not a problem. It's just the current color it's taking because we haven't applied color to it. If we apply polypaint to it, or color, which is a polypaint, then it will be better and it will stay the color that we make it. But for now it's just taking the color that it's active, which is the behavior of every subtool that hasn't had personally applied color to it. So pretty normal behavior then, yeah. Here, I think we could just squash that a little bit down, just to go over the top eyelid. Oh, she's so sad. No, she's not. Okay. It's very easy to smooth because we have the low poly. And every polygon is with good alignment, so it's easier to smooth which is cool. And that's why we did that, you know. So next thing I want to do is make material for these eyes so they can be shiny. Okay, I'm trying to move this. Okay, it's happening. And now go here. Toy plastic is a good material. If you don't have it here, you just have to click and find it here, toy plastic. And then while we are on this material, we go to any brush, for example standard brush, why not? Go to M for material, disable ZAD, disable everything except for M and fill object. So now our eye is filled with this material. So now this material is material for the eye. Then we go to ZAD and go to basic material, and now we have our eyes. Pretty cool. So the teeth, probably we will make it in the next video. Now what I want to do is something else, which is take the eyebrows a little bit down, more fatal woman look. And also make eyelids. How? Just mask an area here and then go to extract, accept. Now we are on this new object, which is this. So now what we'll do, we'll press Ctrl Shift and click so we can select the top polygroup, and then we del hidden. Then we zero mesh on the lowest setting, and we have our eyelids. We zero mesh a few more times, one after another, it's no problem. And then we go to our model and just get rid of the mask. Then we go to this future eyelids and just put them on. It looks good now, but they're not fit. We'll fit them with the move brush. With the bigger move brush, we can move some objects without squeezing them too much. So with the big move brush from far away, a little bit further away, we can do that, and this will become our eyelids. I'll inflate them a little bit because they are curvy, they're never straight. And I will make them a little bit smaller because now they are awfully big. It's if they are so big, they are most definitely fake. Moving. So the eyelids, though the eyelashes, I mean, if I say eyelids now, when I'm moving the eyelashes, I probably mean eyelashes because, you know, we're doing that. The eyelashes, going nice. Yes, we'll probably make them from poly with fiber mesh later in the process of making the character, but that will be when we start making the fiber mesh hair. And we will just do fiber mesh after fiber mesh, which is cool. For now, we just leave them this way and just zero mesh them again. Let's try it. Alright, not bad. Not perfect either, but not bad at all. And I will take my okay, if you see them from above, they have just one side. We can go ahead and double visibility, and we will have them from both sides, which is cool. And also I would like them to be black, or at least close to black. Yeah, this color will be cool. So fill object and then go like this. So now we have our top eyelids. They are enough for now. We don't need lower eyelids for now. The top eyelids are for making this shadow over the eye and looking a little bit more realistic, which is cool. Then, in the next video, we will make the teeth. Okay? See you in the teeth video. Or tooth? No, teeth. Okay.